Alright guys, back for day 140, and here with the first Soulblight Gravelord officially. I suppose the Crimson Court that I painted a couple weeks ago technically counted, but I'm not going to count it. So, this is a Blood Knight. Started off by using some Black Templar and some Skeleton Horde to do just a little bit of blending on the hooves of the horse here, or of the skeletal steed. Just so that the bottoms of the legs were a little darker. And then I painted the rest of the steed in Skeleton Horde. Then I did the tail in Aggaros Dunes. Then I went on to the armor. I started off by basing that with Stormhost Silver. Then over the top of that, I put over it a paint that I've never used before, and I'll put a link in the description to it, not sponsored or not an affiliate link or anything like that, just a link to it, if I can find one. And it's called Pearl Plum. It's number 5314, and it's by Createx. Createx Airbrush Color specifically. I've never used a paint by them, but I saw this metallic purple in the store and thought it might come in handy, and here it is. So I had to do 2 coats of that to get a really good coverage of that. Then I went on to all the cloth. I first base coated that in the Fang, and then put Fenrisian Gray over the top of that. I find that Fenrisian Gray just over a light primer, which this guy was primed in Wraithbone, can sometimes not look that great, so putting the Fang underneath it, a nice rich blue color, really helps Fenrisian Gray kind of pop, in my opinion. Then I did the gold in Retributor Armor, the classic. I did all the leather in Gorthor Brown. And then all the metallic that isn't gold in Iron Warriors. And so that was the lance, the horn on the head of the horse, the little decorations on the leather, the spikes on the armor, and then the little like studs basically that you see. Then I used some Screaming Skull to do the fangs on the helmet, as well as the skeletal head of the skeletal steed. And then I put Null Oil on it, and that's really about it. Not very many steps, but took a little bit of time, a couple hours, to get all those. There's a lot of surface area to cover, so. But then we went on to the base, and for the base I started with Armageddon Dust, the texture paint. Then after that was dry, I put Snakebite Leather over the whole thing. And then while that was still wet, in a couple places I blended in some Gore-Grunta Fur just to mix up the color on the base. Then I used 4 different tufts on this guy, but if you're looking to replicate this look, they're all in the dry step set from Gamer's Grass. I'll see if I can remember to leave a link in the description for that as well. Again, not sponsored, not an affiliate link, just a great product. And so I used those 4. Used 2 of each, and then I think a third of a couple. But yeah, like I said, they're all in that dry step set. Then I painted the base room black, and that was it. Called it a day. Yeah, so first Soulblight Gravelord done. Day 140 done. Next video you see on the channel will be the paint tutorial of Laukavai, the Mother of Nightmares. And then we'll keep the Soulblight Gravelord train running. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.